Hey guys, today is October 28th, 2014, and this is my week 20 post-op gastric bypass surgery update video. So last week I weighed in at 208.6, and this week I am 207. So that is a total week's loss of 1.6 pounds. And that puts my total weight loss since my surgery to 66 pounds lost. So those are really good numbers. I actually was a little surprised that I even lost weight this week. It's that time of month for me, or it was, and I actually saw the scale go back up to 210 at one point, and I was actually pretty sure I wasn't going to be losing any weight this week. And this is actually the first time that I've ever experienced weight gain during my cycle. A lot of times I'd hear women say stuff, that they gained 4 pounds or whatever it was that they gained, and I was just thinking, how is that possible? Because I've never experienced that before. This is the first time that I actually saw from one night to the other, like literally gaining several pounds of weight. So that was a little bit frustrating because, I've been working hard all week, and to not really see it on the scale is a little bit frustrating. But I guess that's one of those joys of being a woman. We have to deal with those hormonal changes, and but that's okay. I ended up having a weight loss at the end of the week. I actually weigh myself most days. I'll weigh myself in the morning just to kind of see where I'm at. I don't take it to heart though, because Tuesdays are my actual weigh-in days that I'm going to record. So it doesn't matter really how much my weight fluctuates during the week. What really matters is on Tuesday morning what that scale says, and that's what I record. So in the past, I wouldn't do that. It actually affected my emotional, state if I did that, because I would see a number and that would just make me so upset. But now I kind of just, I'm gonna lose it eventually. I guess it doesn't really matter how long it takes as long as it continues to go down. So what it is. So I had a couple of non-scale victories this week. One is that I am in a solid 16, size 16 pants. I actually, so the bottom of me is as a 16. Some 18s still, but I don't have to unbutton them or zip them to take them off anymore. I can just pull them down. But I'd say I'm a 16 now, so that's really exciting. Another one is that my family, my mom, my sister-in-law, and her 3 little girls are going to be coming over Friday night after trick-or-treat, and we're going to do a sleepover here at the house. And so I've never done tie-dyed shirts before, and I know that's like something everybody does in like elementary school. But again, I wasn't raised here in the United States, so we didn't do that kind of thing. And I don't know why I want to do this, but I want to. So we're going to do tie-dyed shirts and just kind of have a girls' night, watch movies, paint each other's nails, and just do girl things. And so I went and got the supplies for it, and I got myself a shirt, and I was looking at the shirts, and I immediately went to extra large, and I pulled it out, and I was like, you know what, this is way too big. So I was like, all right, well, let me try the large. Tried the large, and it was just too big. So I ended up buying a medium, and it fits. It's a little bit more snug than how I normally wear clothes, but I'm gonna continue to get smaller, and so I'm gonna be able to wear it longer. And I don't really know if I'm gonna wear it, but it's just one of those things that I'm gonna do it, and I actually fit in a medium, so that's pretty exciting. We walked around. My husband and I walked around our neighborhood earlier, or I guess kind of middle of last week, and we walked all the way around the neighborhood, and I did not even break a sweat walking. I wasn't even breathing heavy when we got home. My cheeks were a little flushed, but that was it. And even a month ago, or not even, I'm sorry, like the first month after surgery, I was so tired and winded, and I mean, it was horrible. So that was just something that we did, and I was like, you know what? This kind of walking now doesn't do anything in the sense of exercise for me. I mean, it's moving, which is always good, but it's so much easier now. Yeah, so those were my non-scale victories. I have them all the time. Fitting in my car better. There's just so many things that, I could mention, and maybe one of these days I'll go through a bunch of them that have happened so far. So my exercise has been okay. I think we can always do better. It's kind of been a little bit of a hit and miss lately. Life has just been kind of busy, and, there are days that I've been missing, but I do try to get right back onto it the next day. So that's good. The plan seems to be really manageable for me. It doesn't seem super hard, which honestly, I need to kind of bump it up a little bit more, I think, because it is starting to get a little bit easy for me, and I do want that challenge. And then I wanted to talk a little bit about eating out after gastric bypass. This past week, we have eaten out a lot. Number of reasons why. We are trying to get people's Christmas presents for my husband's side of the family, since we're going to Georgia for Thanksgiving, and I like to have everybody's things bought and wrapped so we can just bring them up there, and then we don't have to pay for the shipping. So what that means is that when we're getting home from work, we're changing, showering, getting dressed, going out to do some shopping, and then, we're like, well, let's just eat out because we're out already. So we've been eating out quite a bit this past week. And we were ordering appetizers a lot of times because that's just something we've always done. We've always ordered appetizers when we go out to eat, and I've been eating some of them. Most of them are fried things, which it hasn't been bothering my stomach at all, really. I mean, I obviously try to get off as much oil and grease as possible, and it's not like I'm eating a lot of them. For example, one night we ordered fried pickles, and I think I ate maybe 3 of them. So I mean, I have been eating a little bit of the appetizers, whether it be pretzels or, whatever it is. I have been taking a little bit of it. So I kind of thought about it, and I talked with my husband, and I said, I didn't have this surgery so that I can be the same. I didn't have this surgery done so that I can eat whatever I want to eat, and I am pretty darn sure that fried pickles are not in that food pyramid that we're supposed to be eating off of. So I kind of talked to him, and I said, you know what, let's just stop ordering appetizers. One, we don't even eat them, both of us. We don't even eat the whole thing. So we end up getting rid of half of it. And 2, it's just not even something I need to be consuming anymore, So, which he agreed, and he was like, yeah, we don't need to be ordering those anymore for those reasons. And then the other thing I told him is I said, help me remember that when we go out to eat, I really just need to be ordering a salad or a soup or something like that. We can share meals if he's getting something that I can eat, whether, like fish or that kind of thing. I'm still unable to eat normal chicken. I can eat organic chicken, but chicken that you, like in the restaurant, I can't eat it. It really upsets my stomach. For some reason, I'm not able to digest it correctly, and so it just sits there until I throw it up. So, so I just told him, help me remember to just order a salad, because that's really all I need. And since I can't have chicken on the salad, I can do just grilled shrimp and to add a little bit extra protein. And that's all I need. And that way, too, what I've found is that food at restaurants is extremely heavy. And what I mean by that is it always makes me feel kind of sick, like my stomach's just kind of sour. And then if we had anything planned after the meal, I don't feel like doing it because my stomach just feels so sour. So I've tried that. Over the weekend we'd gone out to eat, and I just had a salad, and it was wonderful. I was able to finish doing the things I needed to do that day. I wasn't home, with a sore stomach. So that's kind of what I'm going to do if I'm going to eat out, because, you know, it's something that we're going to do, and you know, I don't want to say I have to cut it out entirely, but I can sure eat, you know, I can eat the food and be smart about it, and I can just continue to make healthy choices even when we're eating out, because it's part of life. We're going to do it. It's something that my husband and I both really enjoy, going out and eating and just spending the time together, and so it's going to continue to happen. I just need to find a way, and I think I have, to kind of handle it better. Oh, and I have been using the one bite method for different things. I guess it was Sunday, we all went over to my mom and dad's house for dinner, and they did hamburgers and hot dogs, and my mom eats turkey burgers, so I just had a turkey burger, or like a quarter of a turkey burger, and some salad, and there was a nice chocolate cake, which I actually bought because I was in charge of bringing chips and dessert, which is kind of a cruel joke now that I think of it, but it was fine. I'm not a big chip person, and I really wasn't tempted by the cake either, although it smelled fantastic, and I did have one bite of it. And I mean a tiny, tiny, tiny bite, but it was enough for me to get the taste of it, and it was enough for me to enjoy the rich, dark chocolate of it, but then I was done, you know, and I was fine. So, and it's not something that I do all the time. I do not use the one bite method every single day. It is like maybe once a week that there is something that I do want to have a little bit, and I will have a little bit of it, but that's it. And it's satisfying, and I'm completely okay with it. So, that is my update for this week. My goals for this week are to bump up my exercise a little bit. I'm going to be trying to upload that video I told you guys like 2 weeks ago about my progress thus far, with just kind of videos of me in Mexico, with, you know, at the start of my process and at my surgery, and then since today's 5 months, up until today. So I want to get that up for you guys. Hopefully later in the week I'll get that going, and then I might even do a little extra video sometime soon of what I eat in a day, just to kind of show you guys 5 months out what I eat. I still eat very small portions. Obviously not as small as you do right when you first have your surgery, but I'm still probably not eating maybe a cup's worth of food, which is exactly what my doctor said. You know, he expected from here on out that my portion size will be a cup's worth of food. So I believe it's about 8 ounces is a cup. So 8 ounces of food at one meal is all my doctor said from here on out for life. That's what I'm supposed to be having. So I kind of want to show you guys sometime what I actually eat in a day. So if you guys would be interested, let me know, and I will try to get that posted sometime soon. But that is it for my update for today. So I hope you guys are all doing well. Keep up your good work. Continue to make good choices in your foods, in your activities, and I will see you next week. Bye.